We might actually be able to salvage this.
Ah, but it's going back to yellow. Okay, green. Green, stay green. Can you do that for me, OBS? Okay, I think we're good. Okay, it seems stable.
Yes, so far no lag from what I can see on the screen.
Excellent.
Okay, I think we're good. Can everybody hear us?
Everything all not laggy? Sorry about that. I think I have, like, some drivers missing from OBS. 'Cause it says, like, please wait a moment when I have it plugged in. This is a very uneventful Diglett cave. Yes, I'm good. Yeah, I saw you left a comment. Are you just the obligatory, here's some balls guy? No. In fact, let me go delete that crap. A little lag?
That bad from what I see, but that's from what I see. Things seem to be, for the most part, pretty smooth on my end.
Okay. I'm just getting rid of that horrible lag video. Seems to be hanging on yellow. Streamed, yeah. Let's delete that. So what's even over here if our pal Dux isn't here?
Well, you are required to, I mean, not necessarily required, but it's heavily recommended you go explore around here for,
items?
Yeah, items, and, the next dungeon you're going through is the Dark Cave.
Oh, right, Flash. Oh, you're just gonna give me Flash, aren't you? Something good to show you. Secret technique, light up! Okay. I'm gonna just close that now.
A Bright Claw, you came in had a pretty good time.
Pretty fumbling.
I can assure you.
Bye!
You technically could go through Dark Cave without Flash, but it's not recommended.
Yeah. I have never done that before.
I actually did it all the time as a kid. Because, like, Dark Cave, if memory serves me correctly, you couldn't see trainers or items, but you could see the general layout.
Yeah.
I didn't want to put Flash on any of my Pokemon, so I just went through Dark Cave without... and was able to make it through just fine, but I don't think you can do so in this game unless you have the path memorized.
No, I don't want to go with him. Oh, he's just gonna take me to Rock Tunnel. No, thank you. I want to explore here.
Beyond Flash, I think there's a Nugget guy, and that's it. I don't think you really have much else around here.
Isn't there a Professor 8 over here somewhere? CP stands for combat power. Whoa, combat! It's a useless stat in the Pokemon Go game.
CP is how certain Pokemon are determined, because like the non-combat Pokemon like Ditto need a high enough CP before the Master Trainer will give you the Master Ditto title.
And doesn't it just kind of measure the difficulty it is to actually catch the things too?
Maybe.
Not too in depth.
I know for sure that it's like stats the Pokemon has. I don't know if it affects capture difficulty or not, as I'm not even that aware of the mechanics behind capture difficulty.
They don't even add like a cutscene of Eevee doing like a chop or something. How far am I? I don't really know. I just remember a bridge got cut off.
How do I want to put this without...
Not even close?
Yeah.
Well...
You're better off going through Pewter City and Mount Moon than you are through Vermilion City up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, especially unless you like want to catch a few Pokemon or something like that, because it's just faster and there are a couple items you can get in Pewter.
Oh, right now? Oh, I guess I can go to the museum. I've already gone back, but... should we go back to Pewter? Why not?
Back and forth.
Back through the cave. And hi, Unstoppable. Unstoppable.
That rock tunnel is that, or not rock tunnel, not that Diglett tunnel is that long of a cave.
Yeah. It sort of feels like longer Diglett Tunnel.
I mean, I think something that really helps is obviously the non-random encounter, so like you're not facing a Diglett every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Makes Diglett Tunnel a lot quicker and more streamlined, and there are a couple of extra paths, and I don't know if they're in the original Gold and Silver, but I know they're in Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Through the museum. Oh, wait. Oh, the Squirtle found something. Nanab. A Nanab berry. So we can get in here now. I forget what's even here.
Old Amber.
Oh, just an old amber.
I think there might be a TM back there, or there was in the original games, but I'm not positive on that.
It's like, you broke into the back, have a fossil. Have that thing John Hammond had on his cane.
Obviously, you can't really do much with the old amber for a very long time, but
yeah,
it's there.
Get an Aerodactyl. Okay, if I remember... Was there anything really on this route? On the route leading to Mount Moon?
I don't think there's any cut spots, so I think you probably have everything, so...
Yeah.
Be good there. I think you could just basically just gun it to Cerulean City and you'll be fine.
Oh, well, Squirtle found another thing. Another Nanab. You finished World of Light? Pinocchio girl? Who's Pinocchio girl? Is there anything? Oh, those Ekans look creepy as they slither through the tall grass. We haven't even hit an encounter yet, or a battle.
I mean, you're going through a familiar route, so... You could potentially see, like, a couple of new Pokemon. You haven't seen the rare encounter in Mount Moon yet, but you're probably not going to see it.
The Chansey?
Not the Chansey.
Oh, there's something else.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's really rare unless you're actively chaining in here. Actively chaining on stream.
Oh no. Surrounded by Zubeds. It's nice to see the Team Rocket people just kind of stayed down here.
I should check to see if they're still there in the fully completed the game file. I'm pretty sure Team Rocket is still there in the games after we beat Mount Moon because we're kind of back before they could move NPCs like that, but
yeah, I think in the really archaic red, blue, and yellow, they always stayed there. Well, except Jesse and James. I know they left.
Jesse and James left.
Squirtle's like just waddling behind me. It's like, I want to go play Smash Brothers.
I'm not used Pokemon Trainer at all in the new Smash Bros. Game.
I liked Charizard, so... Then again, Ridley just kind of feels like a faster Charizard.
I mean, it was okay in the Brawl Pokemon Trainer, but they got rid of Rock Smash, and that kind of...
Yeah, that was kind of his, like, super armor move.
Yeah, and I really don't like Flare Blitz.
You could pull it out of nowhere and... Bam! Okay.
Yeah, I'm not too big on self-damaging attacks.
He was so bad in Brawl with the stamina system and the type weakness. See, the whole problem with, like, the type weakness, like, yo, they're doing it to, you know, call back to the games. But there are no water attacks in the game, except Mario's Flood, it doesn't do damage, so Charizard doesn't really care. But, like, everything has fire attacks, so Ivysaur just gets boned.
Fire is really common in Smash.
I see a bunch of new pokes running around.
Definitely recommend if you see a new Pokemon trying to catch it, just because you'll need 50 Pokemon in your Pokedex for one of the gym challenges, and since this is a no evolution run, you're kinda...
Yeah. Need the experience. And the gym challenges. That really doesn't match the facial expression in that. Like, it looks like a mean Eevee face, and she's like, beep! Your Eevee with the weird colored ears.
Looks kind of weird, yeah.
They're like red.
In terms of your no evolution challenge, I'd say Erica's probably going to be the last semi-easy trainer.
And then...
the time you reach Koga, they expect you to have fully evolved Pokemon, so...
that's usually when you got them in Red, Blue, and Yellow as well.
Yeah. You might have some difficulty. You'll probably have some difficulty with Koga, Sabrina, Blaine, and Giovanni.
Yeah. Use Meta Knight. Well, it... This isn't Brawl, where you just, like, chain grab and fly around with Meta Knight. He's not as good anymore. You know, on the bright side, I'm gonna get, like, the good moves early with, like, little baby Pokemon.
Yeah, true. Though I think... I remember when I played the game, I think I had basically a moveset around Koga. Like, I don't think I learned too many more moves.
I think Blaze is activated, but it's not enough. Okay, now Blaze is definitely activated. I wish they'd do, like, little animations to, like, signify Blaze activated. Like, he needs, like, a fiery aura around him, or he starts, like, looking mean or something.
That'd be nice. I think it's an eighth of your health, so I'm pretty sure it's when the health bar is red.
Yeah. I thought it was 1/3.
Oh, it's definitely a lot less than that.
Oh.
It's an eighth. Check. Just to make sure.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it's 8, but I could be wrong. This Bulbasaur is overleveled.
Oh. Yeah, it is a third.
Yeah, I thought so.
For some reason, I thought it was an eighth.
Whoa, great, I was bored, eh? Oh, did I feed him Everstones? No. I'm just mashing the B button.
Fortunately, this is not anime. The anime version of Blaze.
Oh, yeah. Well, it seemed to only be, like, segregated to that Chimchar where it lost its crap.
Lost its crap and became Super Saiyan 3. Eventually got over it. I think, the Volkner fight when it got over that.
Oh yeah,
Could be wrong.
Isabel's Infinity and Assist Trophies.
Has that been patched out yet?
I think there was a patch recently, so maybe. If you
There was.
if you keep going, does it eventually crashes the game, right?
Yeah, it does crash the game eventually. I remember Game Explain created Infinite Rathalos. Whatever you call that giant dragon monster thing, and that caused the game to lag horribly. Crashing.
Oh no, Squirtle has no chance against a Paris. Zombie mushroom thing.
Oh, it's not patched yet, apparently.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna eventually probably patch it out. Like, I do kind of hope they don't, just because.
It's funny.
But yeah, it's funny, and it's not like it's gonna.
Don't use sleep power. Okay, good. You should be able to tank that. It's a Paris.
So you have the power of Blaze.
Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct Ember. Blah! Yeah, there we go.
think actually, like, the anime does this constantly, where they like have this. Ash has this uber powerful Pokemon that requires character arc or something to be able to control its power, and in terms of like the 3 times the anime has done it, I'd have to say that Blaze Infernape was probably the best.
Yeah. Better than just kind of Charizard falling asleep.
Yeah, there was that too, though. Charizard was a bit of an early installment weirdness sort of thing. It was supposed to show off the you don't have enough badges to train me mechanic, but
He eventually had all 8.
yeah.
What I like kind of about that was kind of the fallout of him losing the first one. Because he sent out like a Pokemon that doesn't listen to him, and he tried to win with it.
Yeah. Though Gen Y Ash was massive idiot.
Yeah.
Like, Ash has gotten harder. He's gotten more experience, but
Depends on what the tone is for the season.
yeah, that's true. Ash's competence depends on the season, on how good the writers are actually at doing their job.
Good stuff for my Squirtle to eviscerate.
Disco Little 2. I like Greninja. I liked Ash Greninja just fine, but the reason why I find Infernape to be the best is because Blaze is basically a death or glory attack, where like it gets this massive boost, but only gets at low HP, so it basically can't survive that long. So it's not breaking the competition.
Yeah. It's not like a contrived power, too. That's just kind of how it works.
Yeah, there's that too. It exists naturally within the game mechanics. Like, it's implied that this is an uber-powered version of Blaze, but
Yeah.
exists within the game mechanics. It's it exists within the game mechanics. It makes sense. It's stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because one thing that the anime does with Dusk Lycanroc that I really dislike is, like, Dusk Lycanroc is this Pokemon that has never been seen before at all. No one knows it existed, and then Ash suddenly has one because
Marketing.
it.
Marketing.
Yes, marketing.
What I also like was just kind of like the character development with the Chimchar too.
Yeah.
And even when it's like looks like it's knocked out and stuff, the Electivire goads it back up too. So they kind of had like a rivalry ever since it was an Elekid.
A lot more than
You're cutting out. You're turning into a robot. So, did we lose him? Yeah, that was my cat. It's a little annoying sometimes. Let's get rid of Tackle. I can't hear you, Sonic Link. I don't know where you went. I guess he disappeared. He maybe be back. He maybe need a restart or two. Everyone's just having technical difficulties today, it seems. I haven't even come up with a name for this cat. I got it for Christmas. I don't know the breed. It's just like a black cat.
Okay, and I'm back.
Okay, I hear you now. You're not a robot. Did you want to continue that thought, or did you forget it?
I don't even know what thought I left.
It was about the Infernape and Paul's Electivire, maybe?
Yeah, their final battle was really neat.
Yeah. Buzzy Buzz.
Honestly, I heard that they originally, like, granted, they originally planned to end the anime stories as basically, constant, but I heard they were planning on ending the anime after Ash and Paul's, battle in the Sinnoh League. Like, Ash was supposed to win it.
Oh, that was supposed to be the final?
Yeah, the Sinnoh series was supposed to be the final, but then it wasn't, so that's why Tobias and his team of legendaries exists.
What? I don't even see what the point of that was, like, narratively speaking. It was just kind of, like, dumb.
The point was to get Ash to lose the Pokemon League.
Yeah. Without losing to Paul.
That is literally the only point. It's stupid. I mean, Gen 5 is almost worse because Ash lost to Cameron, who had no freaking idea what he was doing, and only brought in 5 Pokemon, and Ash only lost thanks to the fact that Riolo evolved into Lucario and started sweeping.
Didn't he lose to a Meowth once? In a league?
I
could have sworn...
If he did, it was the Gen 3 League, because the Gen 3 Pokemon League is the only one I cannot remember at all.
Yeah, I think that was the one. I just remember he lost to a Meowth at one point.
I don't know. I'm gonna actually see if I can... no, that'd probably be a bit too much. And again, it's the Gen 3 because I cannot for the life of me remember anything that happened in the Gen 3.
Were you gonna Cerebi it up?
I was thinking of like checking through Bulbapedia and seeing if I could find it, but... going through a list of Pokemon episodes to try and find the final battle is a bit more research than I'm willing to put in for nothing but a tiny point. Your team's getting roughed up a bit.
Alright, I know he lost to a, like, person with a Blaziken once. Yeah,
that was the Gen 2 anime. After beating Blue,
Gary.
fought... I'm actually calling it by his right name. That's hilarious. Yeah, after beating Gary, his Charizard, he fought a guy from Hoenn, and his Charizard, and then just barely won.
Well, that was another case of like, wow, that was good. Gary versus Ash, and Ash won. Well, we need to make him lose to just this random person with a Blaziken now.
Well, I mean, narratively, that existed to sell the Hoenn games.
Yeah, that too. It's like, what is this flaming chicken thing?
It's like the Pokemon Leagues are universally the worst part of the anime series.
Yeah, because he's just gonna lose because, they want to make the show go on. Well, he can carry a title. He can even lose the title. Like, come on.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know why the anime seems to have this perception that Ash needs to lose the league for them to use him in the next generation adaptation thingy. Because, like, Ash's character has been the type of guy who likes to explore, likes to find new challenges, meet new trainers and stuff like that. So like Ash would easily just hear, oh, there's this thing called the Unova region. I'll head to it. Not. So like their desire to keep him from winning leagues is kinda just
It's not like they don't want him to have a title, too, because he has the Battle Frontier one and the Orange League one. No one really cares because he's not in the Orange League or the Battle Frontier.
yeah, so there's that too. He does win things when it's not a Pokemon League, and that's also why I wish they'd have more seasons like the Orange League or here, since it allows them to actually win stuff.
Yeah. But X and Y seems to be like when they got an animation budget too. Because they didn't, I think they actually like stopped doing speed lines and actually animated the backgrounds and stuff.
Yeah, the animation was really good. Like I remember back when I watched the first episode of the X and Y anime, not having finished the Unova anime due to just not really caring, I noticed like, holy crap, they have an animation budget? Is that proper lighting and shadows?
Yeah.
What the heck happened?
Not like cartoon coloring book backgrounds. Like, seriously, go back and watch in Diamond and Pearl, look at the clouds in the skies, and they look like just like coloring book clouds.
And then Sun and Moon happened.
Yeah. Where it's like, I can't tell if this is good or bad.
It's, the battle animation is good, the, actual animation varies. Like, I remember they had really bad animation with the Alola Persian when it was, like, off.
For, this cat's being annoying. Yeah, but sometimes it looks really good, and other times it just, like, looks horrible.
I think, for me personally, I think it's when they try and make the, too exaggeratedly expressive that it starts falling apart.
And then there's, like, Samson Oaks jokes that are lost in translation.
I don't think he's been in any recent episodes, so I haven't heard too many of his jokes, but
They probably realized his international version that's happening to that.
yeah.
They should have done like with Kid Icarus Uprising, where Sakurai just like handed them the script and they just made up whatever they wanted.
Do something like that, or decide it, or have the English version people decide, we don't want to animate this. Let's
Yeah.
create our own adaptation that might actually be better than this one. Nope. I will give some credit to the Sun and Moon anime. Mentioned something about like a post-apocalyptic world.
Oh yeah.
Was not aware of what exactly that meant at the time because I only vaguely pay attention to what goes on, but what happened was Ash got sucked into an ultra wormhole and went into the So that's what the post-apocalypse area was. It was the Ultra Ruins with Guzzlord and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, and they say that guy he meets there is Red. No, it's not Red.
But those episodes were actually pretty good, mostly because they weren't Sun and Moon anime episodes, being completely frank.
Not in Pokemon school.
They're like totally, physically, I don't know, I'm escaping me right now, but they're frankly not Sun and Moon animes and episodes. Hi, Sky's Kokoro. Something out of X and Y over Sun and Moon. And that means they're the best episodes Sun and Moon has.
Yeah. Are they dubbed yet?
No, they aren't. The dub is massively behind last I checked.
Yeah.
Like, the dub hasn't even reached the Ultra Necrozma arc yet. They're too busy dubbing the other Ultra Guardians arc where you get to see Buzzwole fall straight out of his Ultra Wormhole and faceplant on the ground, because that totally makes it a threat, right?
Yeah, when you make stuff goofy. It's like in Star Wars, the new Star Wars, when you just have the villain, like, beat at every opportunity. You're supposed to be scary. How dark was it? Whoa, what was I talking about?
Thick Disco Little's talking about the, thing I was talking about, the Ultra Ruins. It was fairly dark, like...
Yeah, from what I saw...
Dark it was compared to... Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I saw a few clips of it, and it's not like the bright, sunny Alolan animation you're used to. They've got, like, actual shades in there.
Yeah, it's dark in terms of coloration, and it's dark in terms of... It a lot to atmospherically tell its story, like... A lot of things through background detail and things like that. Yeah. Which is... Dark stories should be handled in Pokemon.
It's only smashed. We'll never be able to face the boss at this rate. Which means we'll take our revenge on you. Oh, is this just like a gauntlet battle? We got some... Oh. Wait, oh, it's Lorelei. I was just passing by on my Lapras. I'll handle these three. So I just have to take on one. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
This is sort of Sky's Kokoro. In terms of Lana catching Eevee, the problem is not necessarily that Lana caught Eevee. Is that, like, the Eevee was advertised to heck and back. Like, it was front cover next to Ash's other Pokemon, suggesting it was going to Ash, and it was looking like it was supposed to be a major character, and Ash has 4 Pokemon, so getting another team member wouldn't be so bad. So the fact that it went to Lana, a side character, caused everybody to be miffed about it. You advertise this Eevee to heck and back just so it can be characters cast.
Oh, died from the bird. You gonna go read your manga? Okay. This wasn't in the original games.
This section is basically sort of here's the Elite Four.
I'm gonna see all of them.
So no, it's just her, but it's also the pseudo replacement for
What's your problem, cat?
It's also the pseudo replacement for Lorelai's Sevi Island sort of side thing.
Uh. Oh, yeah, right. Those aren't even in here, aren't they?
Yeah, there's no Sevi Islands in this game, which is too bad because I really like the Sevi Islands from Fire Red Leaf Green.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really notice this until someone pointed it out, but Pokemon games have recently had a lot less exploration than usual.
A lot less exploration?
Yeah, like Diamond and Pearl, or Platinum, you got to explore the battle area, which included like 3 new towns and 5 new routes.
Yeah.
Black and White, you got to explore the second half of the Unova region. You got the entire Kanto region in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. X and Y, you didn't really unlock any new routes for getting post-game. And Moon, you got a bit extra Pony Island, but that was only like 2 routes and the battle tree.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a letdown. What are these weird Eevee people?
Like, a lot less, there's been a lot less post-game exploration lately.
Yeah, that kind of has me a little miffed, too. It's almost like they should, like, split the game in half, maybe, just to make a post-game that seems a little worth it. There was kinda some in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon with the Team Rocket thing.
Well, that's less exploration and more a post-game story event, which, I mean, it was nice, but it was also very much a fan service thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they should necessarily split Pokemon games in half. I just think they should make a post-game.
Yeah, just like the Rainbow Rocket thing, or just more of like just areas you can go to.
Just more areas you could go to. Like, give us, I wouldn't say half of the game, but I'd say around somewhere between an eighth and the fourth of the game. A section that's about the length of like either around an eighth to a fourth of the game.
Yeah, like an hour or
let
two.
Us explore. Yeah. Well, maybe a bit more, but just let us explore around. Like, maybe give it its own story. Just something that's substantial.
Yeah. Like, even if in Gold Silver and, I guess, Heart Gold Soul Silver, if it was just like a watered-down Kanto, it was still something.
I mean, it was an entire region, so, like, that was a good several hours. Like, I think stream through Kanto take, like, 5 or 6 episodes.
Yeah.
5 or 6 episodes at 2 hours apiece, so that's around 10 to 12 hours of extra content and exploration. It was genuinely nice to see Kanto again after so many years.
Yeah.
Which is sort of... Ironically, despite how much people are like, give us extra regions, and how, like, Insurgents and other fan games tend to give you another region. It's not so much that we want another region, it's that we want a... Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Familiar region just to see how it's changed, how it's developed, things like that.
Yeah, even like Sevi Islands were good too. Just they were little bite-sized adventures, but it was cool.
Yeah, it was something to explore, something to look around. It was enjoyable. I think I think my throats might be going.
Oh no. Get some water.
No, I'm gonna mute and go get a quick drink of water.
Yep, okay. I'm gonna do this rock tunnel person without the guidance of Sonic Link. Tasha. Oh, of course, I have to have Poliwhirl out, or I have to have Squirtle out. Couldn't have used a rock type. I don't know how good Bulbasaur will be in the long run. I think I'm mainly just gonna use it to poison stuff. Well, that's gonna do nothing. Are you counting on me putting up light screens and stuff? Let's be trash and toxic seed it. Or I guess it's just poison powder. And lay down the poison. Can't wait till I get toxic. Brick Bake's all it's gonna do, and Bulbasaur can handle this. Hello. Be critical. No. Yeah, I knew you could do this if you had gotten... Wait, I think the poison may kill it, actually.
Right, I'm back.
Alright. Yeah, I went against one of these Ace Trainer people that I think is going to give me Brick Break.
Trainer, technically, Ace Trainers are a bit different.
Or Coach, sorry.
Yeah. You will actually, I think you might have a required encounter against a couple Ace Trainers in Rock Tunnel, so you'll see the difference very soon. Coach Trainers are generally gimmick fights. They like show off certain move or gimmick and then give you the capability of doing that, while Ace Trainers are just hard.
This one just seems to be using Brick Break, so that's why I assume I'm getting Brick Break after this.
Yeah.
Well, Bulbasaur desperately tries to tank it.
Bulbasaur is probably your best tank. The one with access to recovery.
Ugh. Might cry. I didn't raise my Pokemon to be a sissy. Don't cry.
Eventually, you can make Eevee disgustingly tanky in this game.
What's funny is when it says, like, stuff like, Gyarados was in a pinch and was about to cry.
Okay, I can totally imagine a Gyarados crying.
Ferocious dragon monster. About to cry again. There. This war of attrition is over. Brick Break? I think my Charmander might actually like that. 'Cause it has some pretty terrible moves at the moment. Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, your Pokemon have some pretty terrible moves at the moment. Well, except for Squirtle. Squirtle has Scald.
Yeah.
And Eevee has the broken Eevee moves.
Squirtle can learn Brick Break too, so let's get rid of Tackle. Or Tail Whip. We don't need Tail Whip. We don't need Water Gun either. So I'm just gonna get rid of the Water Gun with the Seismic Toss. So if we have Scald, we do not really need Water Gun.
I don't think, at least as of right now, I don't think Seismic Toss is going to really do much for you.
Well, it's actually good because it's a set amount of damage.
Yeah, but the set amount of damage is dependent on your level, and your levels are a little too low right now for you to,
Yeah. Like, I'm looking at 50 HP to 2-shot.
I do think, though, Seismic Toss will be useful come when you're facing a lot of the high-leveled guys with basic team members.
Yeah, Charmander also got Dragon Rage too, so there's that.
The Dragon Rage will go out of fashion a lot sooner than Seismic Toss will.
I don't need a Geodude. I already have a bunch.
Yeah, this is Rock Tunnel, so keep an eye out for Rhyhorn.
Oh, right. That's what we're gonna catch. Pokemon fight, ready, go! Whenever someone mentions Trace, I just think of dweebs with pants tucked in socks.
You're never going to...
No. Never. That just ruined the whole character for me. Yes, a flinch.
Character.
It's like nice blue. That's all his character is. Hi, we ran. How goes it? There, I really shouldn't have done that because Slowpoke has a lot of defense. Should have just switched and buzzed it. Ah! Onyx out of nowhere.
It wasn't until this game that I realized how defensive Slowpoke is. Usually I just smash through Slowpoke with no trouble, but with less options, whoa, that Onyx came from nowhere.
I kind of catch it because it's like a rare encounter, or like, I guess, like average encounter, not common, uncommon encounter.
It's... I countered a few of them when I went through, could be wrong.
Hey, a Machop.
You might as well catch it also because of the Pokédex completion.
Excellent. I think of Metroid Prime Hunters. I've never played Metroid Prime Hunters.
The Ace Attorney Anime exclusive case was finished. How was it?
Oh, the anime one, right.
Yeah. Still no word on the Ace Attorney Switch yet, but there's been no word on anything Switch related. in terms of games we know exist, but we don't know a lot of.
We don't really need to teach this Clefairy anything. No, I don't want to teach it anything. It could be fun using Metronome, but I don't want to. This week is an hour-long special on Turnabout Memories. That's the first case in Trials and Tribulations, right? I think that's Turnabout Memories.
I think so.
Whoa, whoa, I just walked into, like, a Pokemon rave party.
Not the worst case in the series. Oh boy, that's high praise.
Is it Turnabout Big Top? Is it worse than Turnabout Big Top? That's the measuring bar we're setting here.
I think it's kind of hard to get worse than Turnabout Big Top.
Yeah, that's where Mia Fey turns Winston Payne into the Glass Joe of the Ace Attorney series. I think these Pokeballs are wearing out their use. Okay.
Yeah, but at the same time, the problem is you get so few Ultra Balls that Pokeball, and you really have no reason not to just spam a bunch of Pokeballs that, unless you're specifically chaining, it's usually best to just spam Pokeballs and then go to Great Balls and Ultra Balls.
You think I want Double Edge over Headbutt? For Eevee?
That's a good question. For that Eevee in this game is best for utility than straight up damage, and
yeah,
probably going to be replaced by one of the evolution moves later, but I suppose temporarily it can't hurt.
I actually think I should keep it just for, like, flinching stuff, or potentially flinching stuff. Yeah, nothing's as bad as Turnabout Big Top.
Probably have to actively be trying to get something worse than Turnabout Big Top.
With, like, magical capes that just fly off and land on busts. Spoilers, but it's stupid, so who cares?
Spoilers, but it's stupid, who cares? Oh, boy.
There. Cut the goal back.
Speaking of potential new things, when do you think Nintendo's gonna get their, do their next Direct?
Probably in either late January or kind of like early spring.
I don't think they're going to go all the way to spring just because, like, as of right now, while we know there are a bunch of Nintendo games that exist, I don't think we have any release dates for anything, like anything that Nintendo currently has planned. I mean, we have vague release dates, but I don't think we have any definitive release dates for anything Nintendo has planned for, like, the spring or anything like that.
Kinga.
I don't think... I'm thinking either late January or early February. I don't think they're gonna wait until spring to start announcing things.
What do you think the other, like, DLC Smash characters are gonna be? You know what I think? Well, I'll let you think before I think, but if you have an idea, but...
Joker getting in Smash complicated things massively because it threw the door open for so many things. Like, I would have never guessed Joker in my wildest dreams.
At this point, like, Goku could be in there, and it's like, okay, Goku's in there. Shrek's in there. I think Cloud really opened that door, because he has no reason being in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, and that's why he has absolutely no reason being in Smash Brothers. Isn't that right? Lack of music, lack of any spirits, lack of a lot of things.
Lack of English voice. Despite him having one.
But, realistically speaking, I think we're probably going to get either the Avatar character or Eldegard from Three Houses.
Yeah.
Smash Bros. Likes to have Fire Emblem characters come in before Fire Emblem comes in.
Okay.
We're probably going to have Rex and either Pyra or Mithra. Just because Sakurai said that he liked Xenoblade 2, and the only reason is because they already planned the roster before. And so DLC gives him the possibility of doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, like Unstoppable, I'm guessing we're probably going to get some sort of indie rep, and I think it's going to be either Shovel Knight or Shantae.
Even though one's
I'm personally hoping
assist trophy? Shovel Knight?
Oh yeah, Shovel Knight's an assist trophy. I completely forgot about that. I kind of hope for Shantae just because... Oh, Cubone.
Yeah.
Cubone here. I kind of hope for Shantae just because she has the longer history with Nintendo, so I think it's more fitting if Shantae becomes the first indie rep. Let me think. Is there anything else? That's 3 so far. Joker, and for the 5th, I'm not sure who the 5th could be. Like, in my wildest hopes, I'd like to pretend that it'd be a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon character, but...
No.
No.
Okay, so
It's not going to be.
I have just one, like, kind of predicted because it totally sounds like a really Sakurai character to add in the game, and it would be Raiden from Metal Gear Solid 2. Not like the cool ninja one either, like the one that gets naked and does cartwheels all over the place. That one. I managed to avoid drowning, Raiden.
You seriously think they do that?
Yeah, I swear. They're just gonna make him like a clone of Snake and call it a day.
Oh, boy. That seems a little far out there, but...
So does Piranha Plant. So does Piranha Plant.
True, but, I don't know. To be honest, like, I don't like Piranha Plant. Not because, like, X character spot from X character, that probably wouldn't have gotten a character spot in the first place. Piranha Plant is a generic enemy, and, like Smash Bros. Usually is supposed to be representative of different franchises and different characters in those franchises. So to have a generic enemy kind of feels
cheap, but I like it because it's different. It's weird. That's why I don't play Wii Fit Trainer, but it's definitely, you know, unique.
Yeah, I won't deny, at least in terms of like moveset and things like that, Piranha Plant is really unique, and like you could tell that the developers were having a massive laugh while designing its moveset and stuff like that.
Like, oh, they're gonna be so pissed when this is revealed as a character.
Yeah, like in terms of like it as a sort of a character added to Smash Bros, but I also like it as a troll move, or at least I find it hilarious as a troll move.
Yeah.
Developers. Like I'm not dumb enough to think like, oh, Piranha Plant made it so that this character wasn't able to be put in because
Where's Gino?
Yeah, I'm not dumb enough to think that the X character's chances of getting into Smash. I'm not.
And
how
why
these things work?
And why like Mario and Pokemon are overrepresented? They're Nintendo's like #1 selling franchises. I still don't know why Fire Emblem characters get that treatment. I can't really defend that.
I mean, Awakening and Fates really put Fire Emblem on the forefront due to their good sales, but
yeah.
Pokemon having a lot of representation. Ironically, like, if it weren't for the Pokeballs, Pokemon would actually have the least amount of representation per characters in the franchise.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, there are like, what, 8 Pokemon compared to the 800 there are?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, I don't mind Pokemon characters at all, just because seeing new Pokemon fighters, and I continue to infinitely hope my never-ending hope that maybe a PMD representation will get into Smash, even though I know it never will happen. Yeah, I don't mind Pokemon characters getting in, and Mario's their flagship. Of course Mario's gonna get a new character. That's not a question. It's Nintendo's main thing.
Yeah.
Argument. There's a Fire Emblem. My problem with Fire Emblem is not so much that it has a lot of characters, because Fire Emblem is sort of in a similar place where, like, in terms of representation per character, like, there are hundreds of Fire Emblem characters, and there's only, like, that are in Smash.
And they're all like the lords with the sword too. Well, most of them anyway.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, are these sword lords, and there's not a lot of unique Fire Emblem characters, unfortunately.
Look, there were lords. There was like Hector had an axe, and Ephraim had a spear or a lance, I guess it was.
You could add Hector with an axe, you could add Ephraim with a lance, you could add Makai and have her do things with light magic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it if they tried, like, maybe adding one of the Manichettes in and having them use their Dragon Stone. That'd be interesting.
It'd be like a transformation kind of thing. I mean, they kind of did that kind of thing with Tiki and Warriors.
Yeah, or like, maybe do something with secondary weapons. Maybe, like, bring Lyn in, but have her use her bow instead of her sword.
Yeah. I do gotta say, Robin was pretty good in, like, a unique character.
Yeah, Robin was enjoyable because he was a magic swordsman. He used both magic and blades, and thing was that you had to pay attention to weapon durability, which was play mechanics. Like Robin, I'd say like if they were to get rid of characters, I'd say they should keep Marth and Robin.
Yeah. I kind of don't like also how, like, all 3 Awakening characters are in 3 Fire Emblem characters from the same game.
Like, I mean, I kind of get why they wanted to add Chrom in, but at the same time, it's like, in terms of representation, Fire Emblem has, Fire Emblem 1, Fire Emblem 6, 3 from Awakening, Tellius, and 1 from Fates.
Yeah.
At this point in time, there's a clear bloated, and games that aren't represented are Blazing Sword, Gaiden, Thracia, Genealogy.
Especially, I'd like to see Blazing Sword, even if it, well, I don't know if I want to say even if it was Lyn, because I'm kind of sick of Lyn. But,
Lyn, if he were bow wielder.
Yeah, because...
Or bow and sword wielder or something like that, because that'd be interesting.
Because Blazing Sword was the first localized Fire Emblem game, so that was like the first one for a lot of people, me included.
But if they were to do a Blazing Sword representation, I say they should go with Hector.
Yeah, I think he's like kind of the favorite character from Blazing Sword.
Yes.
Besides Lyn.
And yeah. But no, I think they should do Hector just because he's an Axe Lord.
Yeah. He could
his
up B would be the Hector Copter.
Oh yes, that'd be amazing.
Throwing our mods around.
Definitely. Blazing Sword representation, I definitely say they should go with Hector.
Yeah, even though it'd probably be Lyn if they're ever gonna use Blazing Sword.
To be fair to Lyn, she's basically American's Marth.
Yeah. Because she's kind of like the first character you play as in Blazing Sword. Even though it's Eliwood's game.
She was the tutorial character, and like, a lot of people enjoyed her just because she dodged a lot of people and she crit offed it, and her crits looked awesome.
Yeah, to her credit, there's something about like the 2D Fire Emblem games, especially the Game Boy Advance one, when you get a crit and just the animations and the way the screen shakes, it's like so satisfying.
Yeah, the GBA Fire Emblem games. Oh, hi, Stealth Rocks.
Yeah.
The GBA Fire Emblem games easily have the best critical animations.
Yeah, or when a cavalry unit would charge, looked really cool. I'd even probably go as far as say they're kind of better than the. While I do the cut-in critical cut-ins, pick a god and pray. I don't know, the animations really kind of sell me on it.
Awakening definitely has some I cannot remember really any of the, just because none of them really had any flair or really a lot of the finesse that from it. They somewhat fixed it with Fates. Good crits in Fates, and Gaiden had a few more good crits, but definitely the 3D games. And I think it's because the 3D games are trying to be a bit more dynamic with their fights, they're taking into account the fighters and things like that.
Yeah, just kind of do a pitch change. It'd be like, I'm gonna kill you! gonna use Charmander.
Disco Little is asking if you think a Tekken character is going to be in DLC for Smash Ultimate.
Maybe. I mean, that's Namco, right?
I don't know. I know nothing about Tekken.
I guess it's possible. But what I'm expecting is just, like, really out there characters for DLC. Because most of the DLC were just, like, characters we never thought would be there in 1,000 years for Smash 4. Like Ryu. Did anybody expect that? No, not really. Cloud? No. Bayonetta, maybe, because that was the ballot winner. I don't think Corrin was expected, because the game wasn't even out yet. By the way, let me explain Smash 4. The reason it's called Smash 4 is not just because it's the 4th game in the series, but because the actual name of the game is Smash Brothers 4, the Wii U. The worst name ever.
Categories.
Yeah. Tails.
I don't think Sonic is going to get any more representation in Smash.
Especially how, like, well, I'd make the argument how you see, like, a bunch of characters running around in the background, but on Brinstar you see Ridley in the background. And on Dreamland you see King DDD, the N64 ones. So who knows? And Knuckles is an assist trophy, so that's not happening. Oh, yeah, right, for 3DS, the one nobody plays. The one people got just because the Wii U game wasn't out yet. And never saw the light of day again.
Like, the only reason, like, I'd like to see Tails in Smash 2, but the only reason I legit just do not expect it is because if they were going to put Tails into Smash Bros, why have they done so already?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, Sonic's been in since Brawl. They could have put him in Smash 4, they didn't. They could have put him in Smash Ultimate, they didn't. So it's like, this is easily iconic enough to the Sonic franchise that you'd think they would have put him in the first chance they get, but...
Yeah, if they're gonna add a Sonic character, it'd probably be Tails.
But the fact that they haven't just say that they're probably not going to add Tails.
Yeah.
That could always be wrong. We don't know the mind of Sakurai.
Yeah, I mean, because if you think about it too, it's like Knuckles is an assist trophy, Shadows is an assist trophy, but Tails is not. Oh, we're going into second evolutions now.
Yeah, but at the same time, wanted to say, another thing is that you're getting a new fighter, new stage, and some new music, so...
Oh, they're all gonna be new, you think?
That implies that... these fighters are going to be from, if not new franchises, at least that aren't currently represented in Smash Bros. In either song form or anything like that, so...
Eggman.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, so since currently Sonic already has music and a stage to it. I don't see what they'd add for like stage and music if they were to add Tails as DLC.
I wanna fly high.
If they could turn that into like this rock mix, then
Just like
for the Power Shield.
Just like inspirational song. No, I don't want to learn Bubble Beam. I have Scald. Why would I want Bubble Beam? Yeah, being a spirit doesn't exclude them.
I don't think being a spirit means anything in terms of the DLC. Pretty sure you are perfectly allowed to be a DLC character even if you have a spirit.
Yeah.
That's why I think Shantae has the possibility of being DLC even though she has a spirit.
I'm pretty sure there's a piranha plant spirit somewhere. God, it's like not even PD Piranha. I know that's its final smash, but
Its Final Smash is PD Piranha, the version of it from Brawl.
yeah. Twigs to make
There's an ace trainer. Have fun with that.
Oh, that's an ace
I
trainer?
don't think... Trainer.
Sophia.
Don't think, I'm like 90% sure that having a spirit does not disqualify you from DLC.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine it does. Yeah, and every fighter has a spirit. Vulpix, die! Oh, Kadabra, the Pokemon that can never show up in the anime ever again. Or cards, too. It can never be a card, too. Oh, that's not gonna... Didn't do it. Oh. You don't hurt that bad. Ace Attorney? Oh, maybe. Or Professor Layton? I mean, Phoenix Wright is in Marvel vs. Capcom. They did their darndest to make him look like he's winning against superheroes by throwing paper and stuff.
I'd laugh if like Layton or Phoenix got in. I don't expect it, but I'd laugh if they got in.
Plus, we've seen Professor Layton is adept at sword fighting. I want a Sizzly Slide, so you don't hurt me. Ace Attorney is new? No, it's not. It's been around forever. So the burn doesn't matter because of Seismic Toss.
Being legitimately honest, the question of who gets in, who will or who won't is probably pointless speculation just because Sakurai will just randomly throw something against the wall that we never expected, but...
Yeah, that's really what I'm expecting.
Well...
More swords.
To be fair, you're gonna inevitably get a bunch of swords just because of the heroes prefer swords trope.
Yeah. You've got...
The amount of main protagonists that have swords is, just realized. Wonder if a character from a... Ooh, that hurt. Wonder if a character from a Tales series game will end up as DLC in Smash Ultimate.
Huh. Maybe.
Really like to see that.
Got, like... You got Marth, you got Fire Marth, you got Magic Marth, you got Steroid Marth, you got Dragon Marth. What Marth is Crom?
Did you get a Rhyhorn already?
No, I haven't found one yet.
There's one right in front of you.
No, that's a... Oh! Stream lag.
You passed by like 15 Rhyhorns already.
Oh, just not seeing them. Just too deep in thought about other stuff, like speculating characters.
I'd like to see a Tales series representative. I was hoping we'd get one last game with Bandai Namco, but we got Pac-Man instead, so I'm kind of hoping we get a Tales series rep in this game.
Yo. Or the Grinch.
If we do get a Tales rep, I'm guessing it's probably going to be Lloyd just due to iconic status, but...
Yeah. With how well Tales of Symphonia did on GameCube.
And it's... Oh, the only... Like... In terms of, Tales games that are on Nintendo's console, we've got Lloyd from Tales of Symphonia, Luke from Tales of the Abyss, Yuri from Tales of Vesperia eventually, and I think that's it, so...
Yeah. It definitely... I could see, like, Lloyd working in Smash Brothers, too.
Like, Tales series, I remember initially I was... Is sort of true. The Tales series basically plays like a Smash Bros. Game.
Yeah, more or less, really. Lloyd has a Mii costume. But then again, so does Chrome from the Fire Emblem.
I definitely, definitely don't think it'd be very hard incorporating a Tales series game. Recovery could easily be Tempest. Sword Rain Alpha could be either a charge B attack or a side B attack. Their final Smash could be whatever their Mystic Art is.
Oh, right, you don't have Poison Points, so you're not as scary. You're only scary when you use Poison Sting. Oh, and guess what it used?
And guess what it did?
No, it just got a critical hit, which didn't really matter.
Okay.
Nidorina Falls. Well, I'm still banking on Raiden. Ah. They're nodes, not nerds, guys. When I go back to it, Metal Gear Solid 2 really wasn't that bad. I personally didn't mind Raiden at all.
I mean, Metal Gear Solid 2's problem is that was it was advertised as the main character.
Yeah, like, if you look on the back of Metal Gear Solid 2, it's all pictures of, like, the tutorial snake level thing. There's no sign of Raiden anywhere.
Unstoppable. Considering Fiora, I kind of don't think Smash Bros. Cares about spoilers. I am so glad I watched Chugga's Let's Play of Xenoblade Chronicles before map.
With the Zelda turning into Sheik, too. Though, I think everyone played Ocarina of Time before Melee.
Don't think Zelda and Sheik being the same person is that big of a spoiler.
I think the Kid Icarus characters kind of joke about it, too. Oh, I liked one of the new Kid Icarus Uprising Palutena's guidance things. I forget whose it was, though. Was it the Pichu one with Pika Pit? Where they kind of address the fact we just dump Pokemon in PCs. Forget about them.
Shoot, that was one of the new Pokemon. I think probably, Pichu. Pichu sounds like it'd be that conversation off of, because it's probably not going to be, Mewtwo that conversation goes to.
Yeah, I think Verity's going on her, like, human hate boner because the whole genetic mutant thing.
He would love the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon universe. Reason why Sakurai should add it into Smash.
Well, apparently he doesn't like making sequels, so... Never gonna get that Kid Icarus Uprising 2 or Kid Icarus The Revenge. You know, Kid Icarus actually has like a really weird name in Japanese. Like the very first one for NES, it's called like Tales of Mythology, Palutena's Mirror. Oh my god, this Geodude is being lame. It's blocking it.
You want to leave Rock Tunnel now, or are you gonna walk around and see if you can get a Rhyhorn?
I may get it off screen because we have 20 minutes left.
Yeah, true. You could probably, if you don't battle too many trainers, you could probably reach Celadon by now and trade a Vulpix for an Alola pick.
It's tiny. I found one if you haven't caught up yet.
I haven't caught up yet.
Here, let's throw some berries at it. And get my great balls. There, it's yellow now. It must be easier to catch, right?
The game says. Necessarily believe it, but
there, it's caught.
I think that's one thing that does kind of annoy me about the catching system, is just like, I question whether what I'm doing is really right or not, or getting me the best possible catch and things like that.
Like if you're not catching it, you in normal Pokemon are like, oh, I must have to paralyze it or lower its health a little more.
Or like, it's a legendary Pokemon, so of course I'm having trouble catching it. I'll just keep trying, but like I know I have the best possible chance to catch it because I did and this thing.
Yeah.
Game, you have to pray to Lady Luck that you get the best possible chance of catching.
Yeah, it just seems like a crapshoot a lot of the times. Let's get rid of Clefairy. And bring in this Rhyhorn. We could finally ride around on Amon now.
Why would you want to ride around on that Legend of Korra villain?
Take out a Pokeball. I'm a Rhyhorn racer.
On game.
Is it true your father's dead in X and Y from like a Rhyhorn accident? It says your mother mentions him.
If it is true, I have not heard of that before.
I heard it somewhere, but I forget where.
It wasn't something Matt Pat randomly spouted.
Like if you go back there and talk to Mom. One point in the game. Just gonna...
Seems like it'd be an odd thing to mention.
Just gonna sweep all these trainers with Eevee and then head to Lavender. There's quite a few of them. But we have our... If I remember... Yeah, I thought so. In the normal game, there's like something you find at the item finder there. I just kind of found it. I'm feeling faint. I haven't hiked in some time. Wait, aren't you a camper, though? You should be camping, not hiking. Or no, you're a picnicker. You should be laying out a bed sheet and eating food on it. Let's sizzly slide. Good, just one-shotting Pikachus, just like how it should be. I guess I should be training up Charmander. But then again, I do have Sizzly Slide, so...
I mean, you also have Bouncy Bubble, but you're still training up Squirtle.
Yeah. I just kind of like them for the... They do damage and a status effect. Krabby? Okay, we're just gonna buzz you. And maybe be back on Sunday for some more, like, Smash Brothers screwing around. For anyone interested in that. Sandslash. Sonic the Hedgehog. I guess the Alolan one is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Which is ironic, because I think the Alolan one is actually really slow. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it has sand... it has... not sand slide.
Sand Rush? Or Ice Rush. Or...
Whatever, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever that ability that doubles... Nose? Sprint? I can't remember.
The one that's different in Insurgents.
Yeah.
Hey kid, wanna see my Pokemon? This is the weird, slow Pokemon. Wasn't he like Charizard in the originals?
I can't remember.
Oh, he has a Charmeleon. kind of wonder what they'll announce on the Nintendo Direct if they have one.
Probably, I'd say we'll probably get more info on Three Houses. We'll probably get gameplay footage of Metroid Prime. Probably get gameplay footage of Bayonetta 3.
You think they'll...
Beyond that, like, they'll probably give us a DLC trailer at the end.
I'm expecting the Fire Emblem one, but I think Metroid Prime 4 is going to be saved till E3 or Nintendo Treehouse. Nice little remix of Lavender Town, too.
The Lavender Town remix in this game actually sounds more depressing than creepy, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's kind of like how it should be, because it's all about atmosphere.
Anyways, they might announce Generation 8 in the Direct, because I know Gen 6 was announced during the Winter 2.
Yeah, maybe like I'd expect like a teaser, but not like a full out like covering it.
We might get something similar to what they did with Gen 6, where like we're given a sort of the new region they're creating, and we'll be able to see the starters.
Yeah, or legendary mascots. And I just saw they 4Kids this up. I saw Cubone's mother trying to escape from Team Rocket, but she got caught. I was so scared, I couldn't even go try to save her. I remember that story going a little differently.
It goes a little differently in this game, too.
Oh, really? I kind of want to see what the ghosts are like. So do you think they're like actually buried in the floorboards, or they're just kind of like memorials here?
I don't know. I don't know if grave houses actually exist in real life. If I had a guess, I'd say that these are just memorials made for the Pokemon.
Yeah. That'd be kind of like a little screwed up with them inside the floorboards.
Yeah, I can't imagine that,
Yeah.
Can't imagine that they actually buried the Pokemon here. It's probably just,
Anyway, I think we'll end there. Ugh. Click that back in. So what, like just 2 people here?
There's apparently 7 watching, but there's only 2 that's been chatting in the chat. Technically, that's 6 watching, since I technically count.
Yeah, I don't know if having the chat open counts as me watching it. Well, yeah, I don't really have any final thoughts, so, other than I might be back and playing Smash on Sunday. You tend to lurk? That's okay. You don't need to chat. Well, thank you all for coming, and thank you, Sonic Link, for joining me once again.
Thank you for having me.
And I'll see